This is Weather Center Live. Thanks for joining us today. I'm meteorologist Chris Warren.
And I'm meteorologist Jen Carfagno. And you know, it was a pretty slow start to the season right here in the month of May now, becoming very active when it comes to severe weather. And the timing for some places could not be worse.
And you know what? Not taking the weekend off. In-depth look coming up at why the rain, hail, strong winds, and tornadoes are happening more often on the weekends lately, and why this weekend is included in that.
And you know what? Lately it's been the rain and too much of it non-stop, and heavy rain at that. We've got floodwaters on the rise in parts of Texas, and the rain just keeps on coming. So we'll talk about when you could finally see some relief, and we also have a story of survival.
He's just a part of the family. I don't really know what else to say. I'm just glad my dog's back.
We've got the happy reunion of a man and his beloved dog, and how a Texas tornado separated them. And then this incredible story of survival after his car was picked up in an EF3 tornado with his family in it.
And we're watching that thunderstorm threat increase once again here on Severe Storm Central. Here's a look at the areas that will have the chance for storms. Anywhere in orange, that's where you have the possibility for some thunderstorms. But in the red, the best chance for some of the strongest storms, which includes potential for damaging winds, spotty hail, and that is something that you're going to have to watch out for. But remember, a lot of these storms come with some very heavy rain.
Yeah, and we're seeing that right now. So we take you into some of the areas with tremendous rain. Overnight, it was really in the Houston area bearing the brunt of it, where we saw 6-7 inches of rain in spots. Let me show you where that rain is right now, where the heaviest of rain is that we are watching. So there's two different areas we've got our eyes on right now. One here close to Houston, but down towards Corpus Christi and inland just a bit towards Beeville. And then this over here, just to the west of San Antonio, Kerrville, down towards the Pearsall area. Watching this little cluster right here, this looks like it might be trying to become this little mesoscale convective vortex. We saw a couple of those yesterday, and really what that means is it's a little system, gets a bit of a life of its own, and can be a very efficient rain producer. So that's one concern right there. Let's go down to Corpus Christi, where you picked up another 4+ inches of rain after yesterday's 4 or 5 or 6 inches of rain. Flood warning, flash flood warning still in effect there, even though the rain has moved out, but not too far out of the area, over towards Alice and up towards Beeville. We are again dealing with tremendous rain this morning. You know, we broaden out the view, and we are looking at, of course, the southeastern Texas area, but also this wave of rain coming into portions of western Texas, making it all the way up into the Panhandle. We're going to be watching for more of that today. Let's put this into forecast mode, and we'll show you what we're expecting. Through the lunchtime hour, more rain overspreading even San Antonio, expecting to get some rain for you. Dallas, rain coming back into the picture as well. Watching big concerns out here, of course, on the rivers, the streams, the creeks, all running very high. We're looking at a lot of spots at moderate flood stage. And as we get you into this evening here, the ride home from work, still a little rain left behind in Dallas and San Antonio, but now we'll see more of it spreading up into Oklahoma as well, and even into eastern parts of Texas and getting into Louisiana. North Texas, we could use the rain, right? We need it for the drought, but just not all at the same time. And Aridis Rodriguez is in Dallas, where they are under a flood threat from these heavy rains.
A cool and cloudy start to today here in Dallas, Texas. We started with temperatures in the low 60s and could get to temperatures up to as high as 74 later today. No rain this morning, but we will see rain later on in the afternoon and the chance for thunderstorms as well. In the meantime, a really rough morning for people in Houston and Corpus Christi. A number of school districts delayed because of standing water on the roadways. Here in Dallas, we have a flash flood watch in effect until 1 a.m. and that watch is in effect really across central and northern Texas. Behind me are the banks of the Trinity River. The Trinity River is actually on the other side of this landing, but if you see all of the standing water behind me, which is not supposed to be there, that's actual overflow. Over the weekend, after the weekend's rain, we saw water levels on the Trinity River around 35.7 feet, which is 5 feet above minor flood stage, and they're going to continue to monitor those water levels as they release more water from the lakes up north in Denton County. Right now, water levels are around 24 feet. We're, of course, here at the Weather Channel going to continue to monitor a possible potential flooding because we have rain in the forecast not only today, but through the remainder of the week, and the chance of severe also going up into this weekend. That's the latest from here in Dallas, Texas. I'm Aridis Rodriguez. Back to you.
Aridis, thank you. And all of that thunderstorm activity, the tornadoes that we saw the damage with, the flooding Anna Riddis has been talking about, it's all associated with a pattern. And this is the scene from the pattern that we saw over the weekend after the tornado that rolled through Van, Texas. You can see the damage afterwards. So we know these storms have the capability of being very strong. We just look at the pictures and we do know that. And once again, a similar pattern setting up for this weekend. So let's take a look at that pattern quickly and then we'll show you the forecast. Here's a look at last Saturday with that low, and then this Saturday, slight adjustments in the overall pattern, but not much. You still that southern branch of the jet stream coming over, and on Friday, the threat for severe weather ahead of that low with a chance for some storms going from the Mexico border all the way up here into parts of eastern Wyoming and South Dakota again. Some of the same areas from last weekend, you may remember. And on Friday, a 3 out of 10 on our exclusive Torcon index here at the Weather Channel. So within this region, central western Nebraska, there's a 40% chance, a 4 out of 10 chance of a tornado within any point, a 50-mile radius of any point in that region. 3 out of 10 in central Kansas, Oklahoma, and central Texas. Here's a look now at Saturday and what you can expect as far as that severe weather threat. Again, many of the same spots in Texas, in Oklahoma, almost the entire state of Oklahoma except for the Panhandle, and then most of Kansas and into Nebraska, East Nebraska, now adding into play here parts of Missouri, Iowa, and Minnesota as well for some of the strongest storms. And all ready for Saturday on the Torcon, a 4 out of 10 for some areas, in fact, a 5 for parts of Nebraska and Kansas, and a 4 for central and eastern Oklahoma. Once again, it does look like we are going to be seeing another very active weekend. Here's a look at Sunday, Jen, as we do have that threat for some of these strong storms again. East Texas, still that chance for some storms, and that's very close to Van, Texas as well. So thunderstorms weekend after weekend is what it seems like.
And Van, Texas, of course, the town that was hard hit by an EF tornado last weekend. We're coming up, going back there as people race to clean up, facing the possibility of even more severe weather ahead this upcoming weekend.
And it's part of a pattern we've been talking about that's been repeating itself in some of the same areas. We're going to go in depth now on why and then when or if it will change. That's next.
Let's do this. We start here, talk to her, pick up some of that, a few of those. Okay, a lot of those. Then dirt, plants, water, just a little time, and then boom. Spring. Big time. Let's do this. Toro days are here, and so are big savings. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing.
25,000 mornings, give or take, is all we humans get. We spend them on treadmills, we spend them in traffic, and if we get lucky, really lucky, it dawns on us to go spend them in a world where a simple sunrise can still be magic. 25,000 mornings. Make sure some of them are pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Can a protein originally found in a jellyfish improve your memory? Our scientists say yes. Researchers have discovered a protein that actually supports healthier brain function. It's the breakthrough in a supplement called Prevagen. As we age, we lose proteins that support our brain. Prevagen supplements these proteins and has been clinically shown to improve memory. It's safe and effective. For support of healthier brain function, a sharper mind, and clearer thinking, try Prevagen for yourself today.
In a matter of seconds, your life can change.
The Weather Channel's most watched original program is back.
Things were just going everywhere. And then it was silent.
This was it.
This is just the beginning of what's to come.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, cloudy intervals. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 76. Thursday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It was right on top of us. And then it hit. And we took it to the edge. Didn't give up.
Fleas and ticks are like vampires, but not the good kind. Fortunately, PetSmart has lots of flea and tick products. Did you know that flea babies eat their mom's poop?
My. At PetSmart, save up to $10 on Canine Advantix 2 6-packs, and Bayer will donate a treatment to PetSmart charities, because pethood needs a partner.
New Flonase Allergy Relief Nasal Spray. 24-hour relief that outperforms the leading allergy pill. Most allergy pills only control one inflammatory substance. Flonase controls 6. Sees the day and the night. New Flonase. 6 is greater than 1. This changes everything.
One of the Foot's favorite rituals happens at the water's edge. Yeah, they must look their best. Smooth, beautiful skin is an advantage. The others can only hide in shame. Introducing the new Dr. Scholl's Dreamwalk Express Pedi.
Who needs a witness when you set the world in motion? The Ram ProMaster van, and introducing the all-new Ram ProMaster City, purpose-built to help you run the town. Ram.
All right, this is Weather Center Live. We're going to take a look at what has been an active pattern lately, Jen. And we start off here with a look at just May 6th through 10th. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and all of the preliminary tornado counts.
All right, now we take a look at these days, and you know the busiest days have unfortunately been on the weekends.
Right there. You can see just over this past weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 65 preliminary tornadoes.
All right, and so certainly concerns out of this past weekend. Texas hard hit with 3 tornadoes, one of them an EF3 in the town of Van, Texas, which is just to the east of Dallas. And the town is racing to clean up before more rough weather rolls in over the coming days.
NBC's Kerry Sanders is in Van, where Sunday night's deadly tornado left a small town wounded, but also some incredible stories of survival.
All that's left at 122 South Boisde Arc Street in Van, Texas, are the front stairs.
Material things can be replaced. Lives cannot.
The tornado here ripped the single-story home from its foundation and spun it airborne.
It felt like we were in the bowl of a blender being turned, twisted round and round.
Inside, 6 members of the Moore family.
All of us were in the closet, and the tornado hit us.
7-year-old Macy and her 4-year-old brother Cody wound up on top of the debris. Everyone else under the rubble.
I couldn't find my mommy.
The tornado's 9.9-mile path as wide as 7 football fields. Preliminary reports show 160 tornadoes touched down in 11 states since last Wednesday. Why so violent?
The jet stream is basically flip-flop from what we saw over the winter when we had record heat in the west, record cold in the east. Now it's hot in the east, cool in the west with a snowstorm plus tornadoes.
Last year, the nation suffered more than $13 billion in tornado, wind, and hail damage. But today in Texas, it wasn't all about what was lost, rather what was found. Andy Bouchelon reunited with his missing dog, Tater.
I just got into my dog's bag.
And there's a spirit alive here that 140-mile-per-hour winds just could not destroy.
United we stand together.
Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Van, Texas.
A little later this hour, we hear from that man's wife, the one that was reunited with the dog, and she tells the incredible story of a young child when their car was lifted into the air by the tornado with the family inside. All are okay, but still their story is amazing, and we'll have that coming up. We want to talk about what's to come this weekend, some of the same areas at risk for storms with possible tornadoes.
This is the Friday Torcon, the exclusive tornado condition index. So it says within 50 miles. So any point within this area, so if your city's there, a 50-mile radius from that point, there's a 4 out of 10, or in this case, a 3 out of 10 chance, which is a 30% chance of a tornado within 50 miles.
And like last weekend, Friday is going to be a day where things starting to get going. Saturday is going to be the busiest day. And we've got Torcons of 5 all the way up into South Dakota. We go down into Kansas and Oklahoma, in Nebraska too. Actually, it's a 5 here.
And that's for Saturday. Few days away still, and that tells you there's some confidence in severe weather coming to fruition.
Exactly. 4 in Oklahoma and then down to Texas. Of course, we'll watch the concern. Sunday, the risk continues. And again, farther north into Wisconsin, into Minnesota too.
And all the way down again, close to where we saw some of the strong storms on Sunday. And you can see still that threat for some strong storms going all the way over into Mississippi.
All right. So not to mention, of course, we'll have the risk of tornadoes, but heavy rain is going to be a concern. And this coming on top of very saturated ground. And that's another story that we'll follow for you, of course, is the flooding threat coming up.
Also, the dangerous flooding with that, in some cases, can come with a little bit of drought relief. Maybe or maybe not. We're going to take a look at the numbers for Texas.
Plus the extreme some people in California are going to when it comes to the drought. And an empty pool.
Makes the quietest system you can find. So even though it's the most powerful force in your home, it won't sound like it is.
For more information, contact your local Lennox dealer.
You said men are superior drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then how'd I get this?
Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check.
Who's that?
So weird, right? My agent Tom said.
Only Allstate sends you a bonus check for every 6 months you're accident-free.
But I'm a woman. Maybe it's a misprint. Does it look like a misprint?
Okay, let's try. Silence. Ask an Allstate agent about the Safe Driving Bonus Check. Are you in good hands?
Anna, Tom, what can I help you find today?
We are repainting, but our kids are tough on walls.
I totally get it. You need Valspar. It's our best paint. It'll stand up to the wildest play dates.
That is exactly what we need.
Do not hit your brother.
And you know, with the Valspar color guarantee, if you don't like the color, you get a new one free.
What?
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Change color for free?
We've been doing that for years. Hey, Val, check it out. Hey, Val.
I see you, honey.
Getting help at the paint studio at Ace is like going to your neighbor.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Heartburn.
Did someone say burn? Try Alka-Seltzer Relief Chews. They work just as fast and are proven to taste better than Tums Smoothies assorted fruit.
Amazing.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. Enjoy the relief.
Doers. They don't worry if something's possible. They just do it. At Sears Optical, we're committed to bringing them eyewear that works as hard as they do. Right now, save up to $200 on eyeglasses. Quality eyewear for doers. Sears Optical.
We know you can't control the weather, so we build things to harness it.
This is about how far you can push yourself.
Xfinity sales professionals are always on the go, meeting new people every day. They're helping families get the latest Xfinity products and services. And they're making customers happy. Jumpstart your career with the best sales training in the industry. Great benefits like discounts on your own Xfinity services and the potential for high earnings. Have what it takes? Apply today and see what doors open for you.
Maxwell's is now open in the Driftwood Plaza of Jupiter. Gold, silver, coins, diamonds, jewelry, paintings, and objects of art. If you don't want it or wear it, sell it to Maxwell's. We buy and sell diamonds of all sizes, clarity, and condition up to 10 carats in size and above. We have decades of experience buying and selling gold, coins, diamonds, and objects of art. Maxwell's, located in the Driftwood Plaza on US 1 in Jupiter, Florida.
It was right on top of us. And then it hit. And we took it to the edge. Didn't give up.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, cloudy intervals. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 76. Thursday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This is Weather Center Live, and this is a look at Houston, where there has been a lot of rain lately. And this is Beltway 8 East, and it looks like traffic is piling up a bit.
A mess. Look at all that water on the road. So, first of all, if you're trying to get off on the exit right there, you can see there's a huge puddle. You know, this kind of situation, first of all, speed is going to be a factor. Hydroplaning becomes very easy, but at some point there's so much rain that you can't drive in some of these lanes, and that's going to be a concern around the area today as we got very heavy rain, 6 or 7 inches of rain this morning.
And if you live in Texas and you've had all of this rain lately, you might be asking, what drought? What's the problem here? But still dealing with some drought here, despite the fact that there has been a lot of rain in the month of May.
All right, so I mean, the Houston area and really southeast Texas, we got rid of our drought back in April. We did all right there with rainfall. But the area up here in northern Texas, up around the Red River, where we just picked up a foot of rainfall, we actually still had exceptional drought areas in that region.
And even if the drought in some areas gets, or goes away, you still have a lot of the lakes that aren't quite back up to where they should be.
That's part of the story. So this is what, as we go back to December of last year, where the drought area was the worst, and it's right up here. And you see that didn't change a whole lot through the winter. As we get you through the spring, it didn't change a whole lot. Southeast Texas did improve. But as of the last drought monitor update, we still had some extreme drought across this area, a little bit of exceptional.
And think about this. You have, drought, then you have severe, moderate, extreme, and exceptional drought. And we're seeing a huge part of California where you see a lot of rain here, a lot of California seeing the exceptional, the worst kind of drought, almost half the state in that.
Yeah, all right, so this is a different magnitude, right, of what we're talking about here in California. We are 47% of the exceptional drought. And in California, some residents are taking some extreme measures to save water, including getting rid of backyard in-ground swimming pools.
In fact, more than 1 million pools in the state. The question is, can that help? NBC San Diego's Bob Hansen has more.
This whole part was about 10 feet deep right here, and then this was the shallow end over here.
Kathy Woodward shows me where the pool used to be in her backyard.
Where am I?
You're in the jacuzzi.
But the 28-year-old pool is now gone, broken up and buried. One of the reasons Kathy did it, the California drought.
This really is not a good use of my money or water. We just don't have any water.
All the way here.
Just cut it out?
It's all going to be demolished. That whole huge area right there.
Bobcat Billy with James Construction Cleanup shows me where they'll soon start cutting away the concrete in this pool. He says for years people got rid of their pools because of maintenance costs or wanting more backyard space. Now the drought may be pushing more homeowners over the edge.
People are like, hey, there we go. We're going to get rid of this thing now.
When it comes to getting rid of a pool, water is certainly a factor. A pool this size probably held around 30,000 gallons.
Generally 12 inches to 24.
The coping and walls come down, huge holes drilled, and fill dirt will replace this backyard pool. A demolition like this can run $7,000 to $12,000, not including the landscaping that replaces it. But Kathy Woodward said replacing the pool where her daughters once swam is worth it.
It was more an emotional thing. Once it was gone, I was surprised at how happy I was.
Soon, this space will have a new barbecue, fireplace, and chairs, but no grass. It could be the future of California's backyard.
Would you recommend somebody do this?
Without hesitation. Without hesitation.
Now, even though rain is in the forecast, it's going to take a lot more to get out of this massive drought.
Yeah, you're not filling up a pool with this rain, but we do now for the second week in a row have rain into Southern California. We'll see it in LA Thursday and Fridays. LA's, San Diego, we might get more than an inch out of this. It's possible.
We're not getting a drought when it comes to severe weather, that's for sure, especially the past few weeks and on weekends.
I'm Louie, and I quit smoking with Chantix. I told myself for so long that I needed to quit smoking. I would quit, and then I'd go right back to it. Chantix absolutely helped me quit smoking.
Along with support, Chantix Varenicline is proven to help people quit smoking.
Chantix helped reduce my urge to smoke.
Some people had changes in behavior, thinking or mood, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, and suicidal thoughts or actions while taking or after stopping Chantix. Some people had seizures while taking Chantix. If you have any of these, stop Chantix and call your doctor right away. Tell your doctor about any history of mental health problems, which could get worse while taking Chantix, or history of seizures. Don't take Chantix if you've had a serious allergic or skin reaction to it. If you develop these, stop Chantix and see your doctor right away, as some can be life-threatening. Tell your doctor if you have a history of heart or blood vessel problems or develop new or worse symptoms. Get medical help right away if you have symptoms of a heart attack or stroke. Decrease alcohol use while taking Chantix. Use caution when driving or operating machinery. Common side effects include nausea, trouble sleeping, and unusual dreams.
I'm not worried about smoking my next cigarette. To me, that feels great.
Ask your doctor if Chantix is right for you.
Deep in the dark, untouched recesses of your engine is power you never knew it could produce. And vapor can set it free. New Stable 360 Performance unleashes that exclusive vapor technology that rises above the fuel line to protect your engine where other additives can't. To help keep your engine running cleaner, leaner, smoother, and stronger than ever. The next level of performance is in the vapor. Stable 360 Performance.
Had a headache, but now I don't. Excedrin is fast.
In fact, for some, relief starts in just 15 minutes. Excedrin.
Wow, that was fast.
If you have claustrophobia, you don't want to be an orphan, man. But this moisture meter lets me know I'm in the right place. Because for a colony of termites, these few drops are like the River Nile. But my specialized protection plan will help prevent termites from reaching this fertile valley. To catch a pest, you have to think like a pest. Not just in any home, in your home.
Think the tree we carved our names in is still here?
That's probably dead.
How much fun is this?
What?
What a beautiful sunset.
If you like sunsets.
Whether you're sweet or salty, you'll love Nature Valley Sweet and Salty Bars.
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, most homes have air leaks and drafts that waste so much energy, it's like leaving a window open in your home all year long. Don't let another year go by. Call Champion Windows at 844-4CHAMPION. And right now, you can get 25% off of new windows for your home. Plus, Champion now offers no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. So call 844-4CHAMPION today, because every home needs a champion.
Time to sweat, boys. Big time. Let's get this thing right. This is my one shot.
I have made fire!
Fat Guys in the Woods. The new season starts June 7th, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, cloudy intervals. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 76. Thursday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It was right on top of us. And then it hit. And we took it to the edge. Didn't give up.
Right now, a tornado warning to tell you about right now in Texas.
All right, we have this tornado warning for Jim Wells and Nueces counties here. This goes until 10 o'clock local time. Now, the storm itself is actually moving off to the north and west, and we are continuing to monitor this area. There is some Doppler radar indicated rotation. You're looking closer in. It's just to the north and west where the rotation is being indicated of Rancho Banquet. And I apologize if I mispronounced that. It's going in the direction of Sandia, Hidden Acres, and Mount Lucas. We got the timing up here for you, 9:47 for Sandia. Mount Lucas, it's 10:16. So get inside your safe room here, your interior room, your shelter if you have it, as we track this tornado warning until 10 o'clock local time.
And of course, we're tracking that and the developing situation as well. Another weekend threatened by some strong storms. This is Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Chris Warren.
And I'm Jen Carfagno. So check out what we've been dealing with this morning. Right outside of the Houston area, flooding rain. This is in the Clear Lake region. It looks like a lake, doesn't it? It is not. Those are cars that are completely submerged up to their rooftops.
And we're going to take a look at the flood and severe threat today in just a few minutes. But first, we're taking a look at the overall pattern of severe weather that we've been seeing lately. And especially we've been seeing it on the weekends.
Take a look at this. Here, we went back and we put down where we've seen severe weather and when. April 11th to the 12th, back across portions of West Texas and Oklahoma. And then we go fast forward to the 18th and 19th, all the way through the southeast. We had that weekend severe weather risk.
Yeah, and you can see, I mean, the 25th, the 26th in April, the southern locations. And so it's kind of been spread out a bit.
It's been spread out. We got up into the northern plains at the start of May. And then, of course, last weekend, we had that tremendous busy time across the plains and then into portions of the Mississippi Valley where we saw severe weather as well. So it's been weekend after weekend. And again, this upcoming weekend, we've got another risk of severe weather.
And joining us via Skype is Greg Carbon, warning coordination meteorologist at the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Greg, thank you very much for joining us. And first off, what do you make of this pattern?
Well, let me tell you, first off, I'm joining you from the NOAA Hazardous Weather Test Bed this morning, where we are not only looking at the future forecast, we're looking at the future of forecasting. And we've got meteorologists from around the country and around the world here for a few weeks to look at some of the latest technology in terms of forecasting severe weather. We've been looking at the event, we looked at last week's event very closely, and now looking at the unfolding pattern for the weekend, which looks quite dynamic and repeat somewhat. The atmosphere doesn't exactly repeat itself, but we see, 4 or 5 days go by, and then the atmosphere recovers, and you see another strong system with this pattern we're in come out across the plains and give us a lot of trouble. So we're looking closely at that as we move forward.
Yeah, as you look ahead to this upcoming weekend here, what do you see that's going to be different about how the weather pattern is setting up for this upcoming weekend compared to last weekend?
Well, actually, it looks very similar. When I walked in the door this morning and saw the outlook for Friday, I remember last week that outlook being very similar. We're dealing with this initial system coming out of Texas this morning with a lot of moisture and a lot of thunderstorms, probably not too severe today in the central United States, but parts of Texas could have some severe weather later this afternoon. We've got to get this system out of the way and see how conditions evolve in the wake of it prior to the stronger system coming out. One difference I might see, at least based on some late forecasts yesterday, much stronger jet energy in some of the forecasts across Kansas, Oklahoma on Saturday afternoon and evening, and that's not good.
And Greg, you mentioned there's a few days in between some of these systems, and you said that the atmosphere recovers. For our viewers watching at home, will you explain what you mean by that?
Well, anytime you have widespread thunderstorms, you're going to use up some of the energy in the atmosphere from the release of that thunderstorm activity, and you'll usually stabilize the atmosphere for a day or two in the wake of widespread thunderstorms, which is what we saw happen last week across much of western Oklahoma and South Kansas, where you had conditions appear to favor severe storms many days in advance, but you also also had very widespread thunderstorm activity remove some of the ingredients necessary for severe weather 12 to 24 hours prior to the stronger upper jet coming out. So everything has to be just right in order to sustain a widespread severe weather outbreak. And sometimes some of the ingredients are missing, and you don't end up with what you think you get, what you're going to get.
Yeah, it is harder actually to get a big severe weather outbreak than people might think in terms of all the ingredients in the atmosphere coming together. Last weekend it seemed like a lot of heavy rain and high precipitation supercells took over the story. This upcoming weekend, we still have plenty of moisture to work with. Is that going to remain a concern?
Well, the moisture is key. And we're seeing already a return to deep tropical moisture across Texas and Oklahoma today. But you also need sunshine. You also need strong daytime heating to sustain intense thunderstorm development. And we'll see if there's widespread cloud cover like there was in some parts last Saturday. That will tend to temper the overall severe weather threat. So we've got a few more days to look at this and refine the forecasts. The devil's in the details, and usually we don't see those until very close to the event.
And Greg, we know that this is the time of year when severe weather ramps up. There's an increase in all sorts of severe weather, including tornadoes. We talk about what it's going to take to get rid of this pattern of storm after storm, weekend after weekend.
August.
Right.
For sure. Yeah, Greg, real quickly, since you are at the NOAA Hazardous Weather Test Bed, any new strategy or technology that you're testing there that you can share with us? We only have about a minute or so.
It's really fascinating here. This is an exciting place to be for any meteorologist, and we've got some of the best and the brightest here. We're looking at high resolution, we're talking very, very fine scale simulations of the atmosphere down around the size of a thunderstorm across the United States. And so we're looking at these daily computer model runs, in a large sense, many runs, and looking at how they agree or disagree with one another. And we can begin to tell what type of severe storms we'll have, whether they'll be supercells or squall lines or maybe not so organized. And so bringing all of this information together with some of the best experts in the world is really an exciting thing, and it happens every spring here in Norman, Oklahoma.
All right, Greg Carbon, thank you so much for your time from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Thank you very much. Warning coordination meteorologist there.
We're going to have to hop on to that 1 year and get out there, right, to that test bed. I think that'd be phenomenal to learn everything that they're learning and share it with you. And, it's going to come in handy. Everything they learn there gets eventually shared with the public. In cases like this, we've got a tornado warning right now, and always concerned about making sure you have the information, the best ways to get it to you. So we got it right here on the screen. Jim Wells, Nueces counties under this tornado warning until 10 o'clock local time.
And what we're looking at here, we're seeing this storm going from the south to the north, and there's some very heavy rain associated with this, which is typically the case when you get some of these strong storms, these supercells that end up producing some of these tornadoes. And that's what we're seeing right now, is this tornado warning as this storm is moving to the north.
All right, so tracking it off to the north and a little bit to the west of that. Sandia 9:55, Lake City 10:04, Lakeshore Gardens 10:12, and Mount Lucas 10:24 as we time this out. And again, Doppler radar indicated rotation. You can see that on the velocity signature of the radar that there is some rotation contained within this storm. And of course, if we see confirmation, if we hear confirmation of a tornado, we will pass that on.
And this tornado warning in effect until 10 o'clock local time here. And this is a storm that we're watching right now, but we're also looking at the potential for an increased threat this weekend. And this does include Dallas, where there is a chance for storms Friday, Saturday, and then again on Sunday.
All right, so a very similar pattern to last weekend, right, where we've got all weekend days here, include Friday in that as busy. Watching that severe threat all the way from Texas up into portions of South Dakota on Friday. There is that risk for tornadoes. Saturday looks to be a very busy day, though.
And we are looking at a severe weather outbreak again, so many storms expected to pop up, and many of them severe. That's why it's going to be called an outbreak here of some severe weather, and the ingredients that we've been talking about coming together.
We got all the usual players: cold front, warm front, dry line out there, surface low, and upper level jet. So that's all coming together on Saturday, especially into Kansas, Oklahoma, up into Nebraska. Concerns about storms that may turn tornadic.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, cloudy intervals. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 76. Thursday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
If you're an adult with type 2 diabetes and your A1C is not at goal with certain diabetes pills or daily insulin, your doctor may be talking about adding medication to help lower your A1C. Ask your doctor if adding once-a-week Tanzium is right for you. Once-a-week Tanzium is an injectable prescription medicine that may improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes, along with diet and exercise. Once-a-week Tanzium works by helping your body release its own natural insulin when it's needed. Tanzium is not recommended as the first medicine to treat diabetes or in people with severe stomach or intestinal problems. Tanzium is not insulin. It is not used to treat type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis and has not been studied with mealtime insulin. Do not take Tanzium if you or your family have a history of medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you're allergic to Tanzium or any of its ingredients. Stop using Tanzium and call your doctor right away if you experience symptoms of an allergic reaction, which may include itching, rash, or difficulty breathing. If you have signs of pancreatitis, such as severe stomach pain that will not go away and may move to your back, with or without vomiting. Or if you have symptoms of thyroid cancer, which include a lump or swelling in your neck, hoarseness, trouble swallowing, or shortness of breath. Tell your doctor about your medical conditions and all medicines you're taking. And if you're nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Taking Tanzium with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects with Tanzium include diarrhea, nausea, injection site reactions, cough, back pain, and cold or flu symptoms. Some serious side effects can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney failure. Ask your doctor if adding once-a-week Tanzium is right for you. Go to Tanzium.com to learn if you may be eligible to receive Tanzium free for 12 months. Make every week a Tanzium week.
Are you sending your kids to school with an allergy medicine that may make them drowsy? Only Children's Claritin provides non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief.
And it's the #1 pediatrician-recommended non-drowsy brand.
In class and out, your kids can live Claritin Clear.
Introducing the new Can-Am Spyder F3. With a cruising riding position and the most advanced vehicle stability system in the industry, you'll ride with a feeling of complete freedom and confidence. Visit your Can-Am dealer and test drive the Spyder F3 today.
With its black tie style and green-minded smarts, it's easy to see why many consider Jeep Grand Cherokee to be the gold standard. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now during the Jeep Drive and Discover event. Get 0% financing on the 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
So you think this chip is nothing to worry about? Well, at Safelite, we know sooner or later, every chip will crack. These friends were on a trip when their windshield got chipped. So they scheduled at Safelite.com. They didn't have to change their plans or worry about a thing. I'll see you in a little bit. And I fixed it right away with a strong repair they can trust. Plus, with most insurance, a Safelite repair is no cost to you.
Really?
Being there whenever you need us, that's another Safelite advantage.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Once upon a time, there was a nice house that lived with a family. One day, it started to rain and rain. Water got inside and ruined everybody's everythings. The house thought she let the family down. But the family just didn't think a flood could ever happen.
The reality is, floods do happen. Protect what matters. Call 888-RAIN-973 or visit floodsmart.gov/ready to learn more.
All right, let's
Let's take a look at Houston right now. We're actually in a break from the rain, but still not a break from the problems from this morning's 5, 6, 7 inches of rain. Getting reports now that parts of I-45, Interstate 45, are closed between the Houston Hobby Airport and Lamarck. So you're going to make sure you have some alternate travel plans if your route includes that stretch. There's high water really all over southeast Texas, and I hate to be so general, but we have a lot of reports of water-covered roadways from the Houston area down towards Corpus Christi, where we got another 5 inches of rain this morning. And you can see the forecast is for more rain to come. So we've got a couple of showers in the area still. We'll get a break this afternoon, but then the risk of thunderstorms with heavy rain comes right back into the area through about midnight tonight, and then we'll get another break overnight after that. So here's where the rain is right now. Some of the worst of the weather for us happening certainly into southeastern Texas. This is how much we received in the Houston area. And you see, no surprise, right, why I-45 is the interstate affected. Around League City, we officially got more than 7 inches of rain here. Radar estimating about 6 inches, pretty widespread across the area. And heavy rain was really the story for much of the early morning. Now we're in a break right now, but we go down into the Corpus Christi area where we were watching a lot of rain that moved just a little bit off to the north and west. That storm cell still has a tornado warning on it until 10 o'clock local time. It is Doppler radar indicated rotation. Jim Wells, Nueces counties here under that threat as the storm moves north and just a little bit west of north for you over the next about, say, 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Now we have another area that we're watching. This area going to scoot south side of San Antonio. Bexar County has a special weather advisory. We don't have a severe thunderstorm warning on it, but you notice that you sort of have this Boeing shape here. We're going to get some gusty winds out of this, maybe up to about 40 miles per hour. That's what we'll expect out of that. Not to mention a lot of very frequent lightning, cloud to ground lightning too at that coming out of this cell. Another risk along with all the heavy rain that we're seeing across the area. Chris.
And Jen, we know people are still cleaning up in northeast Texas after an EF3 tornado Sunday night. Millions of dollars in damage in Van, Texas. The governor declared the town a disaster area. The mayor says they are taking donations of clothing and other items to help victims that have lost everything. And earlier we showed you a reunion between a man and his dog, his pet dog, Tater. The owner's car was caught in Sunday's tornado and thrown into the air. His family was okay, but after the tornado, Tater was gone. The two were reunited yesterday, and this reunion is a great ending to a horrific experience for this family. They describe what it was like being caught inside a tornado.
It was terrifying. It was very, very scary and very fast.
Were you guys trying to get to a shelter?
Yes, we were trying to go to the school.
And it just...
Everything, as we were driving, everything was falling in front of our car.
We came up Bow Dark, and we got hit by a stop sign. A whole tree blew in front of our truck, and I told my wife, I said, if we just get off this street, we're going to be fine. As soon as we turned on 16, it picked up the rear end of our car and started spinning us. And then we flipped, and we landed right there.
As soon as our car started spinning, I just took her car seat and I turned it sideways so that she was facing me, and I held her car seat on both sides so that if it left, I was holding on to it, and I just laid over the top of it. And you can see now where the side of the car is caved in and the side of her car seat's caved in, where if I wouldn't have turned it, I don't think that she would have made it.
What made you think to do that?
I have no idea. I really don't. I just turned it and just kept praying.
I believe in God, but my faith really hasn't been strong because it's been some rough times. But after we walked out of that wreck, I know we was getting looked out for.
Wow, what an amazing story. Their baby, their dog, the family, all together and safe.
It is scary, and we want to keep you safe too, because the threat for severe weather not over. In fact, we're still watching a tornado threat right now.
We have a tornado warning for Jim Wells and Nueces counties until 10 o'clock local time.
What's with the sash?
Oh, I'm a blast scout.
What are all these for?
Yeah, they're all for different things. This one's for eating a blast.
Oh, cool.
This one's for getting someone to buy me a blast.
What's that one for?
That one's covering up a hole.
Tons of surprising Master Blast flavor combos you're sure to love. This is how you Sonic.
Hey ladies, you love it. You gotta have it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, because that cinnamon and sugar is so irresistible. Everybody craves those crazy squares.
Heartburn.
Did someone say burn? Try Alka-Seltzer Relief Chews. They work just as fast and are proven to taste better than Tums Smoothies assorted fruit.
Amazing.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. Enjoy the relief.
Where you get your weather matters.
This is a large and dangerous tornado.
That's why we get real local the moment you need it.
We are live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Florida.
Real accurate.
This is round one of the severe storms that are coming through.
From real experts on the ground.
That is a gust front for you right there in Dusty, Texas. Wow.
Where you get your weather matters.
This is basically what makes the Weather Channel
Keep the Weather Channel on.
Here at the Weather Channel.
The Weather Channel is out in full force today.
Only the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, cloudy intervals. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 76. Thursday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
What's up with your car?
Pretty sure it's possessed and out of warranty.
I'm going to cost you a fortune at the dealership, Cheryl.
Well, at Midas, our experts will tell you what needs fixing now and what can wait. And they don't laugh at people.
I'm sorry, Cheryl. No, I'm not. I am not sorry at all.
Get the Midas Touch maintenance package with oil change, tire rotation, and more. Use your Midas credit card and get a rebate of $20. Go to Midas.com to make an appointment. Trust the Midas Touch.
Need service? Skip the expensive dealership and head to Midas.
Andrew, Rita, Sandy. Meet Chris, Jackie, Joe. Minor damage or major disaster. When you need us most, we're there. State Farm. We're a force of nature, too.
And just like that, the snow is gone. And off you go. And every frozen second spent willing this day to come is just a warm, fading memory.
The termite swarm has come. Enter the legions of Terminex with 85 years of experience and the strongest guarantee in the business. Sorry, termites, we got a swarm of our own. Not here, not now, not in my house. Terminex.
Did you know only 1% of supplements have earned the USP mark, an independent certification for quality and purity? I recommend Nature Made because they've earned the most of any brand.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended letter vitamin brand.
Behind this door, there's a scientific genius at work. My daughter. It all started when she got a Dell 2-in-1. It's a tablet when you want it, and a laptop when you need it. Dell 2-in-1s with Intel inside have everything you need to learn and do just about anything. Whoa, genius! Like father, like daughter.
Dell Inspiron 2-in-1s, starting at $399.99. Buy select PCs for $699.99 or more and get a free 32-inch TV.
The FDA issued a public notice to doctors and patients concerning serious injuries caused by transvaginal mesh, bladder mesh, pelvic sling, and bladder sling. Please call now if you had one of these devices implanted in the last 5 years. You may be entitled to a cash award. If you had a transvaginal mesh, bladder mesh, pelvic sling, or bladder sling in the last 5 years,
please call 1-855-305-2053 now.
Nutrition Smart wants you to be smart with your nutrition. Save more this month with 20% off Thursdays. That's right, get 20% off store-wide every Thursday this month. Shop the latest in organic fruits and vegetables, the largest selection of vitamins and supplements, and a variety of natural health and beauty supplies. Be smart at Nutrition Smart. Opposite side from Publix next to ABC Liquors in Palm Beach Gardens. Nutrition Smart.
It was right on top of us. And then it hit. And we took it to the edge. Didn't give up.
Right now, we are tracking a tornado warning for you in Jim Wells County. So this until 10 o'clock local time, Orange Grove, Sandia, K-Bar Ranch under this warning. And you can see, looks like, Chris, the whole cell moving a little more north than before. It had a little westward component.
Yeah, here's the cell right there. So the thunderstorm itself, this is the warning. So as you see, it's just kind of getting outside of it. And it's until 10 o'clock here local time. So we're going to see if they do reissue that tornado warning.
So we've been watching this area for heavy rain, really, is a primary concern this morning. But now we've got the tornado warning, and now the National Weather Service, the Storm Prediction Center, has issued a tornado watch until today at 5 o'clock.
And you can see some of the cities here potentially impacted by this. So heads up, conditions now looks like it's favorable for the development of tornadoes.
You know, I'd say San Antonio, we've got a cluster of storms here, a little boa go off to our south and west here. That's going to bring some gusty winds. We've got storms moving up this way, so it's about to get active here across this area.
And it has been active in the past several days.
Right?
You know, immediately it's getting active, but the pattern has been that it's been active in Texas. In fact, the entire month of May, we have seen some form of a severe weather report each and every day, with the lowest being 5 on the 1st, and then things really ramped up. And here's a look at the different types that really dominated, different types of severe weather that dominated each day.
And you see the days with the main predominant tornado threat, the 6th, the 7th, the 9th, and the 10th certainly too.
Right, and we're talking 10 or more tornadoes. There might have been tornadoes on other days, but this is when there was 10 or more tornadoes.
You know, yesterday was a day where flooding really was primarily an issue. But as we get you into this upcoming weekend, we think that things are going to go back to that risk for tornadoes again. All right, so we look at the month of May. We are actually above average now when it comes to tornadoes. Year to date, we are still a little below average when it comes to tornadoes.
All right, and we are keeping an eye again on what's happening right now. Here's a look at a severe thunderstorm warning that's just been issued. This is San Antonio right here, and you can see, as Jen was talking about,
yeah, there we go.
There's that storm.
Yeah, probably, I mean, at least 40-mile-per-hour winds, but now that we've got the severe thunderstorm warning, we may see winds up to about 60 miles per hour out of that. So this is tracking along here into the south and west side of town. We've got a very busy couple of days ahead, and you know, today we've got that risk of storms out there with a lot of heavy rain, and there is that severe thunderstorm risk. This upcoming weekend is going to be busy as well.
And remember, oftentimes these storms come with lightning. A lot of times come with a lot of lightning, and you can see here a look at all the lightning associated with the storm that's getting closer to San Antonio. And in Texas, we have seen a lot of lightning, including this right here, a lightning that hit a palm tree.
Ooh, look at this. This storm came through Mission, Texas on Monday night. Watch this, bringing heavy rain, strong winds, and lightning. That tree is on fire. Now, we've already seen another 2 inches of rainfall in the last 24 hours in this area as well. Always hard to understand how you can get a fire and rain at the same time, right? But that lightning has got some power and heat to it.
And it's extremely hot, and that's why you end up hearing lightning as thunder, because how it expands the air. It's like a sonic boom.
The sonic boom, exactly, the shock wave. All right, so you always want to know how far away is the storm that has the lightning in it, right? Well, you can track it. That age-old rule does work. Sound travel is at about 1,100 feet per second. And so you time it out. You see the lightning, you hear the thunder, and you get a count in between.
And that's the important thing to remember, is that thunder is caused by lightning.
All right, so you see the flash, and then you go 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. And as you count, then until you hear the thunder, you take that number and you divide by 5, and that will give you the distance as to how far away the lightning is.
Right, so that's all you have to do. And the thing is, bottom line, all you have to really remember is if you can hear it, you need to be inside.
And if you can see it, you need to be inside.
Right.
All right, so we're of course going to track the threat for more storms with lightning out there here, among many other threats this upcoming weekend.
All right, so stay with us here on Weather Center Live. We're going to go look through it region by region. When will be the biggest threat for tornadoes over the weekend?
And we're going to look at what's causing all of this here. And when it comes to that risk for tornadoes, we are going to give you the latest on the upcoming forecast. We are back in 6.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, cloudy intervals. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 76. Thursday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.